Who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public. Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just Afghanistan, because Pakistan's right next door. USAID spent $840 million in the last 20 years on Pakistan's education-related program. It includes $136 million to build 120 schools, of which there is zero evidence that any of them were built. Why would there be any evidence? The Inspector General can't get in to see them. But you know what? We doubled down and spent $20 million from USAID to create educational television programs for children unable to attend the physical school. Yeah, they can't attend it because it doesn't exist. You paid for it. Somebody else got the money. You are paying for terrorism. This has got to end. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
To you, that one person where they watch, I greeted you. Wherever you is, even if you be robot, if you be boat, you're welcome. Plenty many things they happen. The world is changing before our own very eye. No longer a conspiracy theories, but in real time, like life, it's happening. But in the midst of all the changes that is going on, comes revelations. USA. I don't even know where to start from. Oh my God, cause man, it's just sad that I don't know how to put it. There's nothing we can do about what's happening because I think there's more energy, more effort to just control the narrative, especially when it comes to the revelation on how USAID money is spread around since 1962. That's when the agency was created. They've been with us since that time to date. I think my question for today will be between the obedient, should I say not Labour Party, I would say now, so I'm saying obedient movement is trying to narrow it down as if a lot of the key players came in the name of Labour Party. The obedience are just naive and hey, passionate about what you want. So between the Labour Party and APC, which one collect money pass for this past election? Because that's one thing we don't talk about. That's one thing. That's why I say they are trying to control the narrative, right? No, they are now. Nobody is even ready to talk about the impact. Now they are quick to point out the effect now of once as they don't cost the money, so what is going to cost. But for the past 60 something years, this thing has been with us. Nobody is even saying what is the impact. Because it's not act of benevolence. Maybe general charity, then set it for. At this point, it's obvious, right? That this is known to everybody now. Now, yesterday they could say people like us now conspiracy theories. Like, I just can. Shout out to those ones who, on their own, conclude that Sahara Reporters was part of the whole shenanigan that took good luck out. Y'all are right. People that they always accuse some people that they don't know how the team work. No be say na show what it direct. Now, I think by now people now understand what I mean by that phrase. That yes, no be say na show what it, but the way that they use the organization is part of it. I was far. Well, no be say I did far. If not, I still did far now. But I did not decode that then when the election of that took Jonathan out was unfolding. I was watching. I was not that involved like the way I'm involved now. So I couldn't even tell the main actor. Well, I know that okay, people come together. Part I follow. In fact, I think at one point at the tail end of the eve of the election, I would say I remember having a debate on who is going to win. I said, "Good luck we win," and not just good luck we win. Go take before we go see any other president again. That's exactly my words. I remember, but those words no one, I think not like 24 hours. I guess it lasted, and good luck was out. My criticism of good luck is that it doesn't understand power, and I still up to today still doesn't understand power. I don't know why I go blame her. I no go blame her. I mean, he's an adult. He already got his PhD, so he should understand how the system work. No matter how less of a privilege it might have been growing up, but for you to get your PhD, that means that you understand, so you know some about the system. But I don't know. I don't know why he chickened out, coming out to say that my blood, you know what? Like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You know how many people they die before you become president? Literally, people die. And the cost of campaign, the cost of falling victim to I mean, people actually died before you became president. Now to come out and tell you, oh, my whatever, know what, grease, know what, blood of Nigeria. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, man. I mean, that's just my criticism of him. Him not, I mean, how you go, God, they will give you power, you they play. You don't know, I mean, you are not there forever. You are not there forever. So, but that time, that seconds, that minutes, that way you hold on, so you are God. Literally, you are God. I mean, Trump is a typical example. I mean, that's pretty much what every American president does. The first few hours and days now, back, bullseye. Go after the coalition that make it hard for you to get there. Because now those coalition will make now then go stay on the agreement to make sure say you either they take you out or you never come back. So as soon as as before you sit down for that chair, sef, the first thing you do now to identify those people, boom boom. I mean, Tinubu is also a good example. I'm not saying, but that's the game. That's our reality. I hate another wish. The reality of today. That's how the game is. You know, power you get. In order for you to govern, you got to You have to feed the power what it needs. So it's just ah, I don't even know where to start because literally there were two for at this point. Now only two Nigerians voted. Those who voted would log out. Only two categories of people. Those genuinely who don't understand the game, who just out of their naivete, their reality, they assess the man. Okay, no work for us. They work for us, and they make their decision. But there are some people who their primary thinking, their individual thinking has been subcontracted to party leader, church leader, platform owners, um, what do you call them? Uh, journalists, investigative one, um, just bunch of freaking second party. So whatever those people say or do, the right will follow. Those are the other category of people because that's how it was possible. But it's, they are still here, and that's the funniest thing. You can trace all this revelation, how they are still very, as we speak, they are spending so much, if not twice the amount they are spending before, just to control the narrative. That's why we will not talk about the cost effect of being with us for 60, of being benevolent 60 years. Nobody wants to talk about that. All the medias on, are they always talking? I mean, don't watch news. This is where I just I don't know what I'm talking about because for you to actually or that are able to filter out what they are giving in the name of news or whatever, you have to read wild like because at this point in your face they do like this is it. I mean, these are the same people that will bring money on the name of Europe support, give them INEC what 40,000 dollars, and then when I take decision and the the Western are okay with it, then you come there, they say you know you know enter street. Well, I mean, at this point, every one of them, I mean, Chatterham is another way to actually understand USID money. Money was given to INEC, literally donated to INEC. And that's why when Chimamanda came out, the right letter, I was like, please. That means if you actually meant what you are writing or saying that letter, I mean, you don't know who you work for. You say now only you get brain pass the right book. You are everywhere, all over the globe. Yeah, it's just because you are good. Nobody say you are not good, but networking, networking, they carry on like that. And if you don't understand that network, I'm sorry. That's why I like prof. Pros don't fuck around, man. Pros know when to back and when not to back. I know say I'm back for this job come second time coming. I know say I'm back. You back, they go respond.
Who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public. Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just Afghanistan, because Pakistan's right next door. USAID spent $840 million in the last 20 years on Pakistan's education-related program. It includes $136 million to build 120 schools, of which there is zero evidence that any of them were built.